Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. Ivan Yalom identified 4 stages of therapy group. The first stage he identified was orientation. The other 3 include all but which of the following? A. Conflict, B. Definition, C. Cohesion, D. Termination. The answer is B. Definition is not one of the 4 stages that Yalom identified in a therapy group. The 4 stages include orientation, conflict, cohesion, and termination. Yalom's 4 stages of a therapy group is orientation, conflict, cohesion, and termination. Person-centered counseling would prove least effective with A bright verbal male, B, bright verbal female, C, a graduate student who had a knowledge of terminology, D, a client who is not very verbal. The answer is C. Person-centered therapy would prove least effective with a client who is not very verbal. This is because person-centered therapy often relies on clients being actively participating in their own therapy, and it may not be appropriate for some individuals who may lack insight or motivation into their emotions or behaviors. What is likely to happen in a group when the leader is authoritarian? A. Members become more dependent on the leader. B. Members become more motivated to achieve goals. C. Members lose focus on goals. D. Members have high morale. The answer is A. Members become more dependent on the leader when the leader is authoritarian because they are leading the group in such a way that the members become dependent on them. In the Merriam-Webster dictionary, authoritarian is favoring blind submission to authority, so these members could be doing that and becoming dependent. I would recommend looking into the different types of leadership styles and how it effectively affects groups. Critics of the Rogerian approach feel that A. It does not emphasize relationship concerns. B. Some degree of directiveness is needed after the initial phase of counseling. C. More confrontation is necessary, though Rogers did encourage caring confrontations. D, B, and C. The answer is D, B, and C. Critics of Rogerian approach feel that some degree of directedness is needed after the initial phase of counseling, and more confrontation is necessary, though Rogers did encourage caring confrontations. Most counselors would believe that some degree of directiveness and is needed after the relationship is built. I would recommend looking into all the criticism and critiques of all sorts of therapeutic approaches and orientations to better understand where these areas fall short in. Kathleen is not excessively troubled but is quite shy. She is a member of a counseling group with a focus on minimizing aspects of shyness and preventing their occurrence in social situations. According to Kaplan, this would be an example of A, a primary group, B, a secondary group, C, a tertiary group, D, none of the above. The answer is B. According to Kaplan, this would be an example of a secondary group. Secondary groups deal with problems and issues that are not severe, such as shyness, where primary groups address living a healthy lifestyle and a reduction of more severe problems and issues. Tertiary groups deal with problems and issues that are long-standing, pathological, and may require a personality change or rehabilitation, such as drug use. But in Kathleen's case, she would be in a secondary group. And that is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.